Oh yeah, we are on Act 5, Scene 8. Enter Macbeth. Macbeth, why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword, whilst I see lives the gashes do better upon them? Enter Macduff. Macduff, turn, hellhound, turn. Macbeth, of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back, my soul is too much charged with blood of thine already. Macduff, I have no words, my voice is in my sword, thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out. Fight, alarum. So they're fighting. Macbeth, thou losest labor. As easy mayest thou the entrenchant air with thy keen sword and press as make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crest. I bury charm life which must not yield to one of woman born. Macduff, despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped. Macbeth, accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed that palter with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee, Macduff, then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We'll have thee as our rare monsters are painted upon a pole and underwrit. Here may you see the tyrant. Macbeth, I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham would become to Dunsinane, and thou opposed, being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield, lay on Macduff, and damned be him that first cries. Yet I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield, lay on Macduff, and be damned be him that first cries, hold enough. They exit fighting, alarms. They enter fighting, and Macbeth is slain. Macduff exits carrying off Macbeth's body. Retreat and flourish, enter with drumming colors. Malcolm seaward rows, thanes and soldiers. Malcolm, I would be the friends we miss were safe arrived. No, Malcolm, I would the friends we miss were safe arrived. Malcolm is saying he wishes his friends had came already. Seaward, some must go off, and yet by these I see so great a day as this is cheaply bought. Malcolm, Macduff is missing and your noble son. Ross, your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man. The which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died. Seaward, and he is dead. Ross, aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end. Seaward, had he his hurts before? Ross, ay, on the front. Seaward, why then, God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them to be a fairer death. I would not wish them to a fairer death. And so his knell, K-N-E-L-L, is knolled, K-N-O-L-L-E-D. Malcolm, he's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him. Seaward, he's worth no more. They say he parted well and paid his score, and so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort. Enter Macduff with Macbeth's head. Macduff, hail, king, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland. All of them say, hail, King of Scotland. Flourish. Malcolm, we shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you, my thanes and kinsmen. So is Malcolm going to be the king? Because his dad was Duncan. And Macduff is just the noble citizen of Scotland. My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone, flourish, all exit. So yeah, so that was Malcolm just saying a speech, because he pretty much got revenge for his father being killed by Macbeth. That was Malcolm. Malcolm is the son of Duncan, the original king of Scotland. And but Macduff, the nobleman of Scotland, he's the one that killed Macbeth, because Macbeth killed his son. The wife ran away, but I think she ended up getting killed too by the murderers that Macbeth hired. So this play's pretty good. It's not very detailed. It's just pretty much, it's a play, you know, it's action. There's scenes. So man, I finished that. I read this before. I still can't remember why Macbeth killed Duncan, his cousin. I think it was because of the wife. I think the wife is just kind of weird, don't you think? So yeah, y'all, peace. Hope you guys enjoy that. The movie's coming out. Go check it out. Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, Duncan, Lady Duncan, their kids, you know, Malcolm, and who are the other kids of Duncan's kids? So again, we have the three witches, the weird sisters, Duncan, King of Scotland, Malcolm, his oldest son, Donalbain, Duncan's younger son. Donalbain left. He was scared. Even Malcolm left, but he came back. Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, Seaton, attendant to Macbeth, the three murderers, a doctor, a gentlewoman, a porter. Okay, so Banquo, commander, Banquo, who fucking Macbeth killed too, because his sons were supposed to be the kings. That's what the weird sisters said. With Macbeth, Duncan's army, Fleance, his son. Fleance is Banquo's son. But Banquo was also a commander of the Scotland army. Macduff, a Scottish noble. They had a son. The Scottish nobles, Lennox, Ross, Angus, Menteith, Caithness. Seward, commander of the English forces, young Seward. Young Seward was killed by Macbeth. Seward's son. So the Seward, S-I-W-A-R-D, was commander of the English forces, but he brought 10,000 men with him. A captain in Duncan's army, an old man, a doctor at the English court. Hecate was like a, he was like a vampire or something. So that's all pretty much the most important people, you know. So Donalbain was Duncan's son, but Malcolm was his oldest son. And then you have, Banquo, which was Macbeth's friend, but he ended up killing him because the three weird sisters had appeared to Banquo and Macbeth and saying that Banquo's sons were going to have a lineage of kings, but they said no. But Macbeth was going to become, king or a ruler of like Glamis and that other place that I can't remember. So yeah, it was the wife. The wife was like the demise of Macbeth. So crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna head home. Hope you guys enjoy. Gotta upload videos. Peace.